slow down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya.
Oh, yeah, hold on a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna
Thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't.
Okay, but it definitely doesn't.
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks, and so I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai.
Huh. So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time. But they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm. Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than question. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to, I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just right. So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Whether you understand. Okay, it's
Nakanohara.
Well, yeah. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should tell. In that case, come with me to Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way. I'll catch up.
Please speak to President Summer.
Hey, Pops, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Fred?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this...
Well, either way, come on.
That can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
A long...
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his...
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust...
Pops, wait!
Huh? What?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh!
Yes, the material. Sorry, Paimon got all excited because he finally got...
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think...
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them.
Of course.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pops. That's my Pop. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with what... Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's...
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile. And it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming over. No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Keep it down! We don't want to draw any unwanted... If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma. Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but...
What if the boat capsizes? If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back in the...
Well... But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking...
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as...
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Wow, that is...
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way...
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution. Because it'd be much... Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high...
Thank you. This way...
All right, well...
All right,
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was... Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then,
I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like... Well, I'm sorry. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can... Oh, cool! Oh, yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
he saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why did... Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was... Wait, should we really be talking about this in...
Oh, don't worry, they're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have...
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryo Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into...
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and... Right, I'll go fetch the boat now.
Thank you. Oh,
All right, then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuma tradition after all.
yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start?
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, well...
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I've been so busy with... Of course, Pops is... And I need to make fireworks not just for you. It'll be fine. When people want fireworks...
So...
Oh, I do... What I really wanted to say was... Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with...
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess. But what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Someone needs assistance.
Please speak to President Sung.
Someone needs assistance.
How can I improve my coloring?
Please speak.
Ah, here we are. Hello, Morihiko. How's
No,
Huh? Really?
because of firework, I've come to expect.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What about you two? Are you the ones needing some firework? It's, once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows, he probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you. All right then. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wish.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. Some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do But they don't always listen. So, anyway, we've gotten all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Just as I planned.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken,
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have...
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, how about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process.
That will do.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now and there's still a lot of fireworks left to make.
Talkative as ever, I see. Dear child, the essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fight.
So give me your ore, and I will...
Huh? Master?
Is that so surprising? It is.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara Fireworks Show is an important event, This I know well. In addition to the... But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some...
Though for you, dear... Excuse me.
Wow, Mr. Amenoma! Just look at the shape and size of these... It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like you're
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life.
So have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have... Hajime, in the future, this will...
I know.
All right, okay, time to... Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go. Someone needs assistance. Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you all day. Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole...
I felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to... When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to... You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma? Ooh, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they... My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion...
Yes, that's the one! I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or... So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too!
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever... The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place... let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. And if you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to...
Sometimes. That's...
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry, though. I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or... Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act...
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality...
Dream of being number one is in the hands of my disciples now.
can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm,
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just, I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to avoid detection. We each worked on our own materials separately. Then this is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden.
Maybe it does. But I knew what I was getting in. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever, as long as I and anyway...
That's true.
So you're... Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd take...
Who's Third Sis?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving... At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning they were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and it was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less...
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch...
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, after that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit...
Yeah. No matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after being separated for a long time. To us, those...
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating...
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me. Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you...
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't...
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing. The boat is ready and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on...
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince me...
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any... But if the Tenryou Commission does catch up...
Okay, I won't let the... But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
I didn't used to like this place at all. That's why I left. But looking back on things now, once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't... So I... Forget it. What does it matter now?
What a pity.
Talk to us about...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible. The Tenryo Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous. Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours. Their son's in the Tenryo Commission, isn't he? That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can
Are you sure?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice. All right. Okay, let's... Wait. Hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? Pots? Pots? No, never mind. I know.
Ahem. Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer. Just time. Someone needs assistance.
Well, it isn't Yoimiya. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing...
Oh, before...
Oh, thank you, dear. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next...
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. It used to be that I could spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down...
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle...
No. We can't be putting... I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then...
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time.
It's no trouble.
Oh, you're such good kids. As for mine, he's all grown up now. Hasn't found anyone. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have...
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of them. You got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru!
Yeah, same.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. We sold some fireworks to lead.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you If it gets too much, don't forget you can...
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This...
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, but then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I couldn't get enough of it.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think you make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
That was quick.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have...
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50...
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You...
50 years since what?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me.
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopeless.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what even as it was rising up into the sky. But then it exploded, the sky, before I knew what was happening.
50 years of being together.
I had no idea was...
Oh no, seeing that...
What a...
Yeah,
Sakujiro.
Huh?
He was our boy's best friend when they were inseparable. They grew up together, but one day, they had
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful, and wanted to see what... But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing... You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason...
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can...
What a strange coincidence.
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission.
Well, no worries. If that's the case, we can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you.
Yes.
I think after all...
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission.
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fire, but they didn't listen. Luckily...
Oh, this is bad. Pops, did you... Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely... Good point. Names. Reading names? The Commission wouldn't nor...
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I wish I'd...
As it happens, I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump it. I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you.
Just as I thought. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them. It's Mochizaka and his friends! Let's ask them!
Hi, Yoimiya! Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai?
Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now.
Aren't you gonna play with it?
I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy.
Yay!
Also, Yep, we did.
Are they trying to catch a monster too?
No, don't worry. It's all just a big be good kids and stay out of trouble, alright? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you.
We will. We'll be on our best beat.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryou Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are...
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance! Well, you've only got yourself to blame! Fire hazard!
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
The fuse is lit!
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
Here come the fireworks! Fire hazard!
I must.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Look at that! The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Terra Smash!
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate,
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have any...
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get in...
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to... I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting...
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as
What are you talking about? And just who... You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you... I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose...
Don't flatter yourself. What would you...
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just...
No, I won't leave it! I will... Keisuke, you seem to like settling things. If I win, and the same goes for you, if you don't say anything now...
And if you lose...
Then I'll admit to collect...
Yoimiya?
I accept.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Those are supposed to be one-on-one! Alright, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! You can't let her fight them all alone!
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down. I thought I told you to stay away. Now...
Yes, sir.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a fire. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a...
The reason it wasn't that I saw the free... I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside.
So that's why you came?
No, I let... Huh? I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was...
Life isn't easy. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more. But now, my role is to punish violators of this. I do wonder. The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you... Don't worry about that. If you want to come back, I will lend you my help. And don't kick...
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the...
It's not like me to give in to child. It's the one that's forcing Saku. It's just like...
But
I understand now. I had heard there were... By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered... I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let...
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole situation was amazing!
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of... If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every lap. Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to live with remorse. Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Huh? Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya?
Shh.
Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was, I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Oh, remember that big one that went up first? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best ones!
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping, no matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fire. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
You know, Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred... You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate for Keisuke's parents, they commemorate. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were commemorating... Oh yeah, right!
But as for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't...
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting...
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them. Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that... Also, consider this. You have to... If we didn't exist, you know... But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks. think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is still... Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. Matsuzaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Mujina yokai. I'm like a big... Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fire. And over the next few days, I'd also... That includes you and Paimon too, of course. I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. I'll kick their butts again. I'm joking. We have an easy enough time of it. At the worst, we'd have to apologize, smile, and... You two should be careful, though. Without the same connections, you can... I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is still not quite Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll have... For you guys, I'll do it for free. I did kind of force it on you after all. Not to mention that I dragged you along with me and gave you all sorts of trouble along the way. It's fine. Look, how about we make a deal? After you find your sister, tell her to come to Naganohara Fireworks for... Also, it'd be nice to meet her.